Good evening, I'm David Muir, and welcome to Global Muir News. Tonight, we bring you the latest updates from around the world, breaking news, important developments, and stories that matter to you. Let's begin with our top headlines. Tonight, Washington, D.C. is in a state of shock. Just hours ago, 2 National Guardsmen were shot near one of the most secure zones in the entire nation, just steps away from the White House. What unfolded was fast, chaotic, and deeply unsettling, triggering lockdowns, emergency alerts, and heavy federal response. And within minutes, former President Donald Trump released a powerful message to the nation that is now dominating every major news platform. This is a developing story with major implications, and in this video, we're going to take you through every detail. What happened, how officials responded, what Trump said, and why this moment is already being called one of the most politically explosive events of the year. Stay with us, because the information you're about to hear is intense, gripping, and critical to understanding the full picture. The incident began around 9:40 p.m. on Constitution Avenue, near the federal security perimeter that protects the heart of Washington, D.C. 2 National Guard soldiers were standing near their marked vehicle, part of a temporary deployment assigned to support federal operations. Without warning, an unidentified individual opened fire on them. Witnesses reported hearing 3 to 4 gunshots, followed by people running, screaming, and immediately calling for help. One soldier was struck in the shoulder, the other, more critically, in the lower torso. Emergency teams rushed to the scene within seconds, loading both victims into ambulances and transporting them to Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. Early reports suggest that one guardsman is stable. The other remains in critical condition, fighting for his life. The suspect fled on foot, disappearing into nearby streets and prompting a massive manhunt. Police helicopters circled overhead, tactical teams sealed off intersections, and within minutes, Pennsylvania Avenue, the symbolic core of the U.S. government, was placed under strict security lockdown. This wasn't just another act of violence. This was an attack inside one of the most heavily monitored federal zones in the United States. The proximity to the White House immediately raised alarm bells at the federal level, and multiple agencies, D.C. Police, the Secret Service, FBI, ATF, formed a joint investigative response. Authorities issued a shelter-in-place advisory for federal staff still in surrounding buildings. Tourists were rushed away from barricades. Federal officers increased perimeter sweeps. And civilian movement across Lafayette Square was temporarily restricted. As chaos unfolded, political leaders began reacting in real time. But it was Donald Trump's message that instantly captured national attention. Approximately 1 hour after the shooting, Trump released a video statement. His tone was stern, direct, and emotional. He called the attack a monstrous, ambush-style assault on the men and women who stand watch over the nation. He praised the injured guardsmen as heroes and emphasized that those who attack uniformed military personnel attack the country itself. Trump accused Washington leadership of failing to secure the Capitol and referenced what he described as a rising wave of violence in key federal zones. He said the government must restore law, order, and respect for the uniform, and that the American people deserve safer streets, especially around the nation's most important institutions. He closed his remarks by urging Americans not to allow this incident to fuel division, saying that unity is needed now more than ever. His message sparked massive reaction online, reaching millions within minutes. Supporters praised Trump for addressing the situation strongly and swiftly. They said his message captured the seriousness of the moment and echoed the frustration many feel with rising security concerns. Critics, however, argued that Trump used the incident to push political narratives before investigators released their findings. Others accused him of escalating tensions by framing the shooting within the larger political climate. Whether people agree or disagree, one thing is undeniable. Trump's response instantly became the center of the national conversation. Meanwhile, details slowly emerged about the injured National Guardsmen. Both soldiers are believed to be part of an out-of-state unit temporarily deployed to Washington for federal support operations. These are not ordinary troops. They specialize in rapid response and civil security duties. Sources indicate the soldiers did not return fire. Their weapons were holstered due to strict federal engagement rules for deployments in the Capitol. As for the suspect, investigators have not yet announced a motive. Authorities say it's too early to know whether this was a targeted attack, an ideological act, or an unpredictable outburst of violence. But given the location, the timing, and the targets, the investigation is being treated with the highest level of seriousness. Agents are reviewing surveillance footage from multiple angles. They're interviewing witnesses, collecting ballistic evidence, and scanning nearby buildings for additional clues. Technology teams are reviewing thermal and drone footage to track potential escape routes. In the coming hours, officials are expected to release updates on several key points: the identity of the suspect, medical updates on the wounded soldiers, and the official federal briefing that could reshape the narrative around this incident. More political leaders are also expected to comment, and depending on their statements, the national conversation may intensify even further. This shooting, happening at the heart of American democracy, raises serious questions. How did an armed individual get this close to uniformed guardsmen? Was this planned? Could it have been prevented? And what does this mean for the already fragile political climate in the Capitol? One thing is certain: the United States is watching closely. Millions of citizens want answers, clarity, and accountability. And tonight's events will likely influence discussions around national security, law enforcement policy, and political leadership for days, if not weeks, to come. As the story continues to unfold, we'll keep bringing you updates. Make sure to stay informed, stay alert, and follow this developing situation closely. For now, we send our thoughts and respect to the brave guardsmen involved and to their families enduring this difficult moment. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon with the latest updates. That's a look at tonight's top stories. We'll continue to bring you updates as they happen. For breaking news and in-depth coverage, visit our website, social media. I'm David Muir. Thank you for watching Global Muir News. Good night and stay safe.